And well, I think I just snorted there. Welcome back. And we're going to do push-up 101 today. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing and just give you a bit of motivation that even if you're right at the beginning, step one, you can progress, because when I started training back in 2019, I couldn't do a push-up. I can do anything. So I had to teach myself everything. So I am going to show you my approach to how I taught myself how to do a push-up. But first I'm going to show you what I am doing as an accessory to my bench press, because these days I am doing a lot of body weight exercises, as you know, or maybe you don't. So a lot of my training is focused around how to manipulate my body to maximize it for workouts, because I don't use a lot of equipment, as in machines these days. So it's either free weights, body weight, or a barbell, simply because I like the fact that I can control the range of motion, and it's not just isolating one body part. And obviously isolating one body part is also extremely effective, especially if you're rehabilitating something. So for example, I do a lot of hamstring isolation exercises because of my hamstring tear. So I'll do single leg curls and adductors, abduction, abduction, and that sort of thing, just to isolate the hamstring, isolate the glutes, rehabilitate them. But I also do things like Nordic curls and bodyweight exercises, which again, as I say, I love, because no matter what level you are at, you can do them. You can manipulate the movement to your body, and it doesn't just isolate one body part. Body weight exercises tend to work the entire body, and it just hits a little bit differently. And people might go, oh, the body weight exercises are easy. And no, they really aren't. Because there is so much that you can do no matter what level you are at. Even if you're at the very top, if you're the peak of condition, the strongest, the fastest, whatever you are, there is something that I can guarantee you cannot do. So I am doing single arm push-ups on a side deficit. So this is my push-up accessory. So for each arm. So that's what I'm doing. And I've gotten people commenting, and it's like, yeah, I can see that you can do it, but we're not at that level. So I am here to show you what I did to learn how to do a push-up. So there are a couple of things that you can do. So step first is, like with shoulders, we start on an incline, because the easiest version would be an incline. Remember, form is the most important thing. Make sure that you're not cheating yourself with neglecting range of motion. So first things first, so you can do an incline push-up. Now you can even do it on your knees. So start on your knees. This is the easiest version that you can potentially do. And no matter what, even if you have a really, really high box, like your dining room table, or you can even go against the wall if you need to. So it's even higher, okay? And you're just going to push against that surface. What you want to do, no matter what height the surface is, as I say, dining room table, couch, side of the couch, bed, whatever surface that you're working off of, you want to make sure that you have your hands quite wide, okay, so that you're activating your chest and you're bringing your chest in contact with whatever surface it is, okay? And that is going to be step number one. you wanted to be able to do 4 sets of 10 reps. So even if you're doing 4 sets of 2 to 3 reps to start, that's fucking good. And you just, every single time you do it, once or twice a week, you just build up those reps and you get stronger and better at it. And as I said, you want to make sure that that chest makes contact with the surface, because if you're only doing here and you're going, okay, well, I can do 4 sets of 10 reps, and then you go and progress to a lower level, you're suddenly going to find you're not able to do it. And that's obviously not ideal. You want to make sure that you're maximizing the difficulty, getting full range of movements, making sure that you activate all the muscle fibers in that push-up position, so that when you make it more difficult, you're still activating everything, and everything's as strong as you possibly can. And as I say, start on a higher surface if you need to, okay? And literally just go down and push your way back up, but make sure you get as deep as you possibly can and push back up. You could even start by doing this kind of movement, okay? There is a variation. No matter what level you're at, don't feel intimidated that or embarrassed. And the nice thing about bodyweight movements is you can do them at home. So you can set yourself task of doing 100 push-ups, whatever variation you can per week. And that doesn't need, I'm not saying do 100 push-ups, at one go. I'm saying maybe do 25 push-ups on Monday, 25 push-ups on Wednesday, 25 push-ups on Friday kind of thing. That's 75 push-ups. So you can start with 75 push-ups in a week and build your way up to 100 push-ups on whatever variation you're at, okay? And as I said, you can start with your knees bent, and then you're just working. The next variation, so you're at whatever height you're at, don't go down to a lower height, okay? The next variation would be whatever height you're at, whether it's a dining room table, a wall, whether you're just pushing like this against the wall kind of thing. Whatever variation you're at, I want you to then do 10 reps with a pause at the lowest point that you can manage. And that would be the next thing. So you're going to do 5 to 8 with a pause. So you're going to go down, 1, 2, and up again. Okay. That would be the next level up. So number 1 would be, doing 10 like this. Once you can do 4 sets of 10, then you want to do 4 sets of 5 reps, 5 to 8 reps with a pause. But, okay, and here's the rule. When you pause at the bottom, you're not resting. Okay, you're still actively holding, so you're not resting. You're just above the bench or whatever surface you're using, and then you're going back up, okay? You don't need to do 10 reps on this one because this is more difficult. Obviously, that would be a goal in the long run. But no matter what level you're at, if you can do 5 to 8 reps with a nice pause, you're building that strength. You're building the range of motion that you need to, and you're reestablishing, teaching your body that range of muscle memory and muscle development so that it can strengthen, okay? So you're going to go down, hold, not resting, hold, and back up again. And as with handstand push-ups, you can work to a lower and lower level until eventually, guess what? We're now working on the floor, okay? So first things first, and with each progression of going lower and lower, you're going to start with just normal, okay, 10 reps. And with this one as well, make sure that you make contact with your chest and then go back up. And then another thing is, the narrower your hands go, the more you're going to activate your triceps. The wider you go, the more you're going to activate the chest. So there is no right or wrong. You could switch it up, do 2 with narrower stance and 2 with wider stance. But the most important thing is obviously you're on your knees and you're going to make sure you make contact with the floor so that you're maximizing muscle activation. And once you can do 4 sets of 10 reps, you're going to do 4 sets of 5 reps with a pause and then back up again. Okay? This is getting harder and harder. So you may not be able to do all the reps right at the get-go once you progress to a harder level, and that is fine. Don't feel like, oh, I've gone from the bench to a slightly, like to a step or something like that, and you're not able to do it. You're not going to be able to. Remember, you're making it more difficult, and fitness is all about constantly adapting and constantly making things more difficult. As they say, it never gets easier. You just get stronger. And no matter what strength you are, there is a level that will make you work. So once you can go on the floor and you can do those 4 sets, 4 reps, you go right back to where we started, to that elevated, whether it's the dining room surface or whatever. And you're now going to go with straight legs, okay? So I'm just gonna, you're gonna go with straight legs and you're gonna do exactly the same thing. So you're gonna do 4 sets, making sure now we're gonna start incorporating better technique, as in you're gonna keep your bum nice and squeeze. You're not gonna do this position. Position is for shoulders. You're gonna keep your bum in line, okay, and squeeze it. Actively squeeze it. And you're gonna go down, touch the bench, and back up again, okay? And once you can do whatever, even if you're going onto, let me just show you even. As I say, you can even go against the wall to start, okay? Let me go way back so you can really see what I'm doing. So you're going against the wall, okay? And when you're going there, okay? That could be your first progression. Or if you really need to, your first progression is here. Okay? There is nothing wrong with starting here. If you can do 4 sets of 10 reps and then 4 sets with a pause, you're not resting. Remember, you're actively pressing against the wall and then you go back up. Squeeze your bum even on this one. Okay? So once you can do 4 sets of 10 reps with your legs straight on whatever surface, you start to work your way down to the bench, okay? And as I say, so you're going to do 4 sets, make contact and squeeze your bum. Once you can do 4 sets of 10 reps like that, you're going to add in that pause again. So you're going to do 4 sets of 5 to 8 reps with the pause, not resting. 1, 2, and up. Okay? Make it nice and controlled. 1, 2, and back up. Again, working your way to the floor. I'm going to do then the 4 sets of 10 reps, making sure that you get that full range of motion. Okay? Squeezing your bum. And up. And 1. Okay? So you're going to really, really, progress each level, making it more and more difficult. And as I say, don't cheat yourself by doing, that's all great and dandy. You get to tell people you can do 4 sets of 10 reps or 100 reps or whatever, but you're not activating all the muscle fibers. You're not maximizing the movement. And that's the great thing about bodyweight movement, is that you can maximize your range of motion. You can activate as many muscle fibers as possible. And as I say, you're not just isolating the chest. You're using everything. If you actively press your scapula expanding, if you squeeze your glutes, if you get a pelvic tilt, everything is working synergistically. It becomes an extremely difficult movement in and of itself. If you look at a really, really strict push-up here, okay, so you can see my bum is squeezed, my core is tight, I'm actively pressing my scapula, and I'm in a hollow hold position, and I'm going down, okay? I'm pausing. Now my triceps are activated. My chest is engaged. My biceps are engaged. And I'm pressing back up. Now I'm working my lats. My bum is engaged. My core is engaged. My quads are firing. Everything is working. It's one movement. where everything is working. So there is a level for push-ups no matter where you are. Okay, and don't feel intimidated. I've given you a bunch of variations to start with. No matter where you are, start. Whether you have to do kneeling against the wall, whether you're in a position where you can start here, okay? Just make sure that you keep everything nice and tight. If you can't do everything nice and tight to start, just, go there and go back up. And as you get stronger, you can start to use your scapula more. You can start to engage your lats more. You can start to squeeze your core more. You can start to squeeze your glutes more. Everything will start to fire, and you start to create those muscle-mind connections. You start to understand how to move your body as a whole and how everything can fire with one movement. And again, that's why I say I love bodyweight movements, because you can so simply work the entire body with a simple movement like a push-up. Me demonstrating that push-up shows you just how much you can actually activate one movement. And obviously, yes, I'm doing one-arm handstand push-ups, but that was to show you where you can get to. But I still do normal push-ups because they're freaking hard. They are so freaking hard. If I start engaging everything and slowing the movement down and making sure I'm expanding, my scapula, engaging my lats, squeezing my core, squeezing my glutes, squeezing my quads, and that is engaging everything, maximizing the movement, maximizing my time. And that is another reason why I say don't cheat yourself with range of movement. Because if you've only got 20 minutes in a day to train, the last thing you want to do is do 20 minutes, but you're not maximizing the movement effectively. At the end of the day, the only person you're cheating yourself if you're not doing full range of motion, because you're not maximizing the crucial time that you have in the gym. So rather just go back a step and go, okay, slow the movement down, understand how to isolate everything. And if you don't understand how to isolate your scapula or your lats or your glutes, let me know, comment below, because then I can give you exercises on how to activate them better. Simple things like squeezing down your lats or squeezing on your glutes. There are simple body weight movements to activate that muscle mind connection. And then you can start to go, okay, that's how you isolate your scapula. Okay, that's how you isolate your lats. Okay. And then you can start putting everything together like a puzzle to maximize your body weight movements, maximize how to grow your muscles and move effectively. So that is push-ups 101. I hope it helped. Comment below. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the page, and let's keep on getting bigger and stronger and better mentally, physically. We're smashing our goals. Functional and fuckable, baby. Let's keep going. Yeah.